Welcome to another episode where we spill the tea on all things Flea. From wild vendor stories to incredible finds, we're bringing you the voices, treasures, and secrets of the flea market world. So grab a seat and let's dive in. This is you, me, and the Flea. Flea fam, welcome back to another episode of You, Me, and the Flea. And today I am joined by Justin Joseph. Hey, Justin. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic. It's so great being back, and I'm really going to enjoy this today. So, have a second cup of coffee. Go on number 3 soon, and
bring on the coffee.
Bring on the coffee.
There's not enough coffee in the world for us.
Definitely not.
Okay, I brought you on because we have to tell the people about our recent trip. You've become my favorite travel buddy, Justin.
You know, we have learned how to travel together over the years, and
I don't know if we ever haven't, but
well, I think we have, but yeah, it was a great trip. We were able to visit a fantastic flea market in Texas and get to visit our own Webster Flea Market in Florida.
Whoa, you're really just hitting straight on. I was going to say, do you even like traveling?
Oh, yeah, I actually do like traveling, with some help from a friend.
Okay.
But I'm not a big fan of flying, so, but we do a fair amount of it, and yeah, it's part of the job.
Exactly. I feel like honestly traveling is it's a very short thing. Well, I mean, it's short pain for a lot of gain, right? The memories you make, the things you learn, the places you see, the places you go.
Definitely. If you don't fly, you're not getting anywhere.
You'll never know, and you'll never know what you're missing out on. But anyways, yeah, so we recently went on a trip, as Justin mentioned, to first we were going to go visit our flea market in Webster, Florida. And then I had the brilliant idea of hey, let's make a pit stop, right? As if it was a road trip, but it was not. And I said, hey, let's go see our friends at, Grand Prairie, Texas, which first of all, I learned a lot of things about first, and you can confirm, what are the metropolitans of Texas, or of Dallas, I should say. I didn't realize there were so many parts. It's Metro Dallas, Arlington, that whole little thing that everyone was educating me on, and clearly it didn't stick. But, whoa, big place.
Very large place.
Big place.
You definitely need a vehicle and some time. And I think it's called the Metroplex.
The Metroplex.
And I think that extended all the way to Fort Worth and then pretty far north.
Okay.
I don't remember how big, but it was a lot of cities, I think, and towns were in the Metroplex from what I remember.
Yeah. I mean, a lot going on over there too. Lots of trains building and stuff. There were, apartment complexes galore, as we saw from the side of the street. So that's pretty nice for Dallas, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
Up and coming.
Yeah, a lot of construction, a lot of development. I think a lot of business going on down there.
Totally.
People seem pretty happy and friendly, and it was nice to be down there for sure.
Yeah, it really was. Okay. You've been there before, though. That was my first time.
Yes, I've been there. Some family and friends live down there, so I always enjoy when Dallas comes up, and it's nice to go down there. Good weather. Good food, good barbecue. We're able to.
Yeah, Justin introduced me to a barbecue place that was really good. There was a smoker outside, correct?
Yes.
This huge smoke pit. And then it just had, my God, it had turkey legs, brisket, ham, pork. What else was there? It was chicken,
jalapeno poppers.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the list.
And then of course all the trimmings of coleslaw, mac and cheese,
cornbread. That was amazing. So
yeah,
it's called Hard 8 for any of the folks that.
What's it called?
Hard 8.
Hard 8.
So if it's not far from the airport, they have other locations. They're not paying me to say this, but it's really good, and I can't wait to go there every time I land.
No, it really was really good. Gosh, yeah, big portions. Everything's bigger in Texas, obviously. Yeah, really good food. I really enjoyed it too. So then after that, we hopped over to our hotel, which was also really nice. That was a really nice little pocket of fun.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was like right outside of the AT&T Stadium. So that was Arlington, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it was Arlington.
That's what I thought.
Yes. Yes.
So it was like a Joe's Live or
Lowe's Live.
Lowe's Live.
Lowe's Live Hotel.
Okay. And them whole just little area. So if you can imagine like a hotel, guys, with like another, like a hotel district, kind of. There was like another hotel across the street. And then there was just like this pocket of like really cool places to like eat, fun, like entertainment, like bars over there. And then the baseball stadium. And then, of course, AT&T Stadium.
Yeah, super cool
So
development. And yeah, it was perfect location to get around. And,
Yeah, it was really cool. I would definitely go back there for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it wasn't like super busy. Maybe we went on like an off time, but I mean,
but we landed Friday morning, and so it was. It's
I'm
also
sure like
something-
yeah, during sports season it's probably like
Yeah.
crazy over there.
Baseball didn't start, and then football is not until the summer, so
True.
late summer. So it's
Yeah.
kind of quiet, and it wasn't super warm, but
Right.
it was probably 75. Good time, 75.
Yeah, no, it was like perfect. So that was that. So it was a good time over there. And then we went to Traders Village. So Traders Village, they have 3 locations in Texas. Grand Prairie / Dallas, which we went to, Houston, and San Antonio. So we've been to San Antonio.
Well, they also have, excuse me, they have before.
Oh, yeah, that's right,
The
El
amusement
Paso.
park, El Paso. So, yeah, that's,
Jeez.
yeah. So, yeah, it's a amazing operation. So,
Okay, so let's get into it.
yeah,
What
just,
did we think?
just beautiful from just how they, it's massive.
We took an Uber
Yeah.
there for reference. We took an Uber there and got there in the morning, and it was like kind of like a drizzly morning. So in the Flea world, that's like the end of the world. Right.
Not all vendors want to come out and get their merchandise.
There was no
wet.
lunch, so you can like shop in a little drizzle. But anyways, but nonetheless, we went, and yeah, OMG.
It was, yeah, just massive, and
How many
Very
acres roughly was it again?
I think 130 to 160. So, it's a big footprint. I think it's just very, very clean. They had some really cool, a stage for some great entertainment. Car wash, detailing place,
Yeah, it was.
auto sales.
Really didn't even know where to start. Like we entered in through like one area. Our Uber entered through one of the entrances, and we went in and we kind of got this like weird tour. Oh, because the office was all the way on the other side from where we entered, so we got this like back tour, and we're just driving, and the whole time me and Justin are like, OMG, OMG, OMG. It was like just so much property, so many like buildings, like covered little buildings where all the vendors were. And then we saw the RV park as we were rolling in. So that is insane. And man, and then we got in there. And that is an insane operation. I mean, if you're a flea market operator listening, like I highly recommend checking out how they run their show. 'Cause it is like actual like gears, like wouldn't you say? Like it's just like such a well-oiled machine with like, and I'm sure they'll say their opinions, but in our opinion, it was really good.
Well, they from top down, they had a great staff, very professional, organized, as you mentioned, just friendly, honest, and I think they treat everybody the same with respect and just meeting their team. I think they were just so friendly and open and honest, and how they operate. It was really refreshing to get a really nice tour of the location.
Yeah, definitely. So a main thing that they had, at least I think, which is the big focal point, is amusement rides.
That's a big deal.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And it's not like super overwhelming like a Six Flags, right? It's very, I don't know, I don't want to say humble because there's definitely like a good amount and there's some good.
It's a great diverse amount of types of rides for different ages.
Yeah, very well said.
Very well priced to a lot.
$14.99, yeah.
It was like, yes, I think, somewhere in that range. So very,
like an all-day pass or some sort.
I think very affordable for a family to come out and spend the day and enjoy, the rides and the food options, which I'm still dreaming of the food that we were able to try, of the machete and some other amazing.
We're going to dive into the food for sure. Well, because that is a whole, drool session in itself.
I'm getting a little ahead of myself.
Ahead of yours.
Yeah.
But no, from what I remember, and I guess don't quote me, maybe you can correct me, but is it the rides, were they in the middle or towards one of the sides? It was very I just remember it being perfectly positioned and just a great time. And so then right next to that, they have this kind of gazebo style, I don't want to say, but stage area, right? Where they have their live entertainment there and then right next to the ride. So it's just the most perfect family layout of you can be there with 18-year-old cousins who are enjoying dancing and the live music. And then for younger kiddos, they definitely can enjoy that part too, where they're on the rides and playing the games,
It couldn't be more family friendly.
Yeah,
from the music, definitely. Like you said, and you transition 50 yards and you're at the rides. And then, I think it was closer maybe by the watchtower. So I don't know if there's the parking lot or another part of not too far from there, if I remember correctly. It's super cool watchtower, which it's got its own story. But I think we're also forgetting they have the games for some people to play, whether it's adults or kids. They have the ring toss, which is in that area as well. Some other fun games to win stuffed animals, and which is super cool. And I took away that a lot.
I
love that. I love playing games. It's fun. It's challenging, but it's like a game of skill.
They were very elevated carnival games, but elevated. So a modern balloon fill and pop, you pop the balloon type of situation. These are the types of games we're talking about. What else was there? It was
shoot the water.
Jug. Oh yeah, shoot the water.
Shoot the water for the horse. I think it was horses to go or something. They ran. And the ring toss, and then there was
the basketball one,
basketball. Yeah, there were about 5 to 7 games.
Yeah, maybe classics.
But it was just great location. It was just all together and fun, and it's a very positive vibe in there.
Are you a roller coaster guy?
I mean, I'll do it if I have to.
I know.
Prefer to do games and try to scare people. That kind of stuff.
Prefer to scare people.
But during for example, I went to Six Flags for Haunted House for Oktoberfest. Fright Fest, not Oktoberfest.
Different fest.
So we would scare people out. But I'm not a huge fan of, but they had some cool. The rides were just really cool. The giant drop and that they was.
Yeah, they did have a giant drop, and then they recently got their Prairie Screamer, which is a coaster that they bought from California, and then it took them 2 years to build that. So it's and it's beautiful. It's
very beautiful.
It's white and lime green, and just strategically placed, really pretty. Love it so much. So that was really cool. I actually it's so weird. I remember going to Six Flags for the first time. I was I went when I was a kid. I lie, but when I actually enjoyed it, I was 16 or 17 or something. And it always it's I think it's anything in life for me personally, but it always takes me a second to be yeah, I'll do it. I was nervous the whole time, but then once you're on there and you get that thrill and that rush, you're just all right, let's go.
We're right back in line and just and get at it.
I mean, then there's certain ones that I absolutely will not do,
Like, you can't catch me on, like, one of those dying drops. Like, I will.
The giant drop.
Yeah.
I'd rather do that than the American Eagle. I don't know if you know that one.
Okay, that's
That
my
one-
favorite one.
That one scares
Right,
the
'cause it's
bee bite
wooden.
me. It's wooden.
Yeah.
You just think about the termites and, like, you know, like, all that stuff goes through my head. I'm like, that's a hard pass. Like, I drive by it all the time on the way to Wisconsin.
It's
I'm
my
like,
favorite one. 'Cause
Really?
It's like
I mean,
creaky.
yeah.
And you're just like,
yeah, no.
the whole little cart like shakes and you're just like, we always called that the warm up one.
The warm up.
Cause it like, yeah.
Because there's no loot.
It gets, yeah.
There's no-
But it's kind of intense in some parts, you know? So it just like gets you kind of going and gets that adrenaline like flowing. So we would always do American Eagle, right?
Oof. Yes. Yeah.
Always did that one first. I was deathly afraid of like the Batman growing up because that one goes upside down. Like it like loops.
Yes. But I like that one.
But I do like
The
it.
one that's where you hang?
Yeah.
You hang, was that
like a second.
Superman?
You hang for a second.
hang
and
for a
upside
second?
Down.
Okay.
So I can do that if it's like quick, but okay, the other one that I don't like is the ones that are like almost like you're sitting in a boat and they take you like this, like up forward and then you go back and then you go forward and then you go back and then eventually like it just keeps going in circles.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe my phobia is like I'm going to fall out.
Or get stuck in the top and your head actually.
What do you do?
Nothing.
The blood flow can't be that great. Like, that's not right. Anyway. Okay. So it just has like a totally, in my opinion, I mean, on this entire podcast, we always talk about the vibe of Swap-O-Rama and the culture and, you know, the way that you feel when you're there, right? It just like immediately like fuels this like energy, the music, the whatever. This one also has an energy, but to me, it was kind of like a different energy, if that makes sense. Like still very culturally driven, but I would say like with the rides and that like family aspect, like to me, it really gave like family. You know what I mean? Like it just felt like a big hug and like fun. You know what I mean?
You could do everything there.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Everything that an adult wants to do.
Yeah.
A child. I mean,
I would tell people like, let's celebrate my birthday there. You know,
for sure.
And then you can bring your kids. You can do whatever.
You could shop. You could have great food. You can have some beverages and then music and. I mean, bring your car and get it serviced or cleaned up in the back like waiting.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know you mentioned that earlier. So
yeah, it's a big deal. I mean, a lot of they're open during the week. Sometimes they allow them to open up during the week to cater to their customers. I mean, they're that busy, you know. So it's amazing. And then in the corner, they also have they donate some of the area for school for the kids so they can
nonprofits,
so they can learn how to build and race these race cars. It's really cool watching. We got to see them race the cars, and they're learning about probably math and science and all. Yeah, so engineering. It's super cool.
It is really freaking cool. All right, let's get into the best, the food.
The food,
man.
Maybe we could get some of the machetes sent over in dry ice. I don't know. Like, you got to talk to them if they're willing to do that.
No, seriously, this was insane, y'all. Like insane. So basically, I mean, okay, let's start from the top. So Traders Village. It was so funny because when we got there, they're like, yeah, out of the 72 food stands, which that blew my mind. The fact that they had 72 food stands. That's like a county fair. Literally.
Yes.
If not more, right? So I'm like, okay, 70, they're like, yeah, and we have like 50% of them closed. So like with the rain. And I'm just, even that was a lot. So I'm like, oh man, we're in for it. We're going to get some good. Lunch is going to be tasty. And it did not disappoint.
No.
All right. So let's say some of the stuff we ate. So we had, okay, what did we?
The soup. The ramen.
Okay. So there was one of the food vendors was the birria tacos that are like very popular now. So essentially you're like, dipping the tortilla in like the sauce. That's like the whole point, right? So this place took that sauce, that juice, and put it into like a ramen and had the shaved like meat, pork, I think or no, was it beef? I think it was beef.
Probably beef.
Yeah. So we had beef, like shaved beef, which was amazing. The marinade that you would put in these tacos, but it was in a cup, and then ramen noodles.
It was to die for. Like, I just
saying that.
I wanted to ask for more, but we already had like a gallon, and
Seriously, it was so embarrassing. Like, well, and here's the thing that like I'm upset about is like that was like the third thing I tried. So like I had already had like a couple other bites of other things, and I'm like, I wish I would have just eaten that because I would have like crushed it. But okay, so that was absolutely mouth-watering amazing, and like we love ramen, you and I. So like that was just like insane. What a great idea to like. They do a really good job there of like using what they have and kind of capitalizing on it, if you will.
so no waste.
Exactly. No waste. So there was another thing, like they take a tortilla, deep fry it with like cinnamon and sugar, and then put ice cream and had it like a churro sundae. And that was amazing. Oh my God. Okay. Then there was like an andouille like sausage sandwich. Remember
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
so it's on like kind of like a hoagie bun with the sausage, and then this like slaw. So it was like the sweet, the spice. So that was delicious.
Forgot about that one.
What
The
else?
turkey leg.
Where's the turkey
Turkey leg.
Yes, you can't go to a Flea apparently without the turkey leg.
Turkey
There's
leg.
that. What else?
And then the machete. I mean, I keep repeating myself, but
Okay,
it was
explain
like,
what the machete is. You keep bringing it up.
it was a.
Tell us what the machete is.
From what I remember, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's a very large tortilla, and they grill it or put it on a skillet of some sort, and then they put meat and cheese on there.
Right.
And it was, I think we had a chicken one, there was a beef one, there were three, I think, and I attacked the chicken one, I think.
Yeah.
And it was you can feed a family of 5 with it. And it was very well priced, and it was just amazing.
Yes.
And I think I hogged that whole thing.
And
I don't think I shared that one. So.
I did have a bite of whatever other flavor it was, not the chicken that you had, but
Okay.
so yeah. So as Justin said, it's like this long. It's a tortilla, but they like roll it out a little bit longer, so it's almost like, if you guys can imagine, like an oval shape, right? And then they fill it and fold it over, so it gives this appearance of like a machete, and that's why they call it that.
Right.
But it is just, the contents are so flavorful.
Oh, and they used the juice of the meat to go back on
and
it
just like seals the deal and was like incredible. In addition to that, they have like hot dogs, they have corn dogs, they had burgers.
Oh, they have Subway on site.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone's in Texas, you've got to go to any of their locations.
I'm hungry for lunch. It was insane. Literally insane. Oh, wait. How about the drinks? They had like fresh, like agua frescas, but
Oh yeah,
even like these like fresh homemade lemonades that were like real fruit purees that we were like, you know, because they had like the pulp in them, and we're just like, well, this is amazing. It was like,
we took home a lot of ideas, and we're working on incorporating some of them here step by step. They're down.
everyone's like, enough, bring the machetes to the to Ashland. No, so it was, the food was incredible. What else was there? I swear
First food.
yeah, they like gave us samples of everything. So there was, a huge
I
table stuff for us to try.
can't remember anything other
than those main things.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff on the table, but
and
everything was
kind of stuff
delicious.
we've had, so it's like,
Yeah.
and then they have like a whole food court area, which is like a restaurant style, which, like I said, I think has like most of those American style things, like hot dogs, the burgers, the, corn dogs, like basic kind of carnival-y food, right?
Yeah.
I think that was all that. And then, yeah, wow. Insane
Was
stuff.
great stuff.
Okay, and then moving over, they had this whole like RV section. So obviously, in the warmer climates, people like to camp or travel or all those things. What did you think about that?
So it was really organized, very clean. You know, they have a very nice pool for the folks that are staying there, whether it's a day or a year.
Yeah.
Nice center for some of the folks to go in and buy some goods and or some food, which is really nice. And you know, it was just very nice and very, very clean. And I would totally stay there.
I would
if I was passing through Texas or wanted to stay there during the winters here. I think it's a really nice place.
I mean, I guess I didn't realize that RV parks had like pools and like amenities. That's amazing.
I think it
I was
varies.
impressed by that.
I mean, yeah, I think that all depends on, you know, they probably have all different levels, but this was a really nice one. They just redid the pool last year and you could tell, and nice furniture and
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Definitely.
really, really nice.
Well, what else do you have to say about it?
I can't wait to go back.
Okay, from a business perspective, did you take anything away, or like what did you think about okay, so obviously they're significantly larger than us. So they have departments that, you know, we don't have, right? Like, I mean, in different capacities, right? Like we have security, but their security is like, whoa, or like just different as it should be. I mean, you're manning 4 times the size of Ashland. So
Yeah.
I'm exaggerating, but
Yeah. No, I think they're 4 or 5 times larger.
yeah,
I mean,
so
it's
like
a big deal.
Need like actual teams and like EMTs and whatever, and like, man, just seeing seeing all of these like departments kind of working together every weekend like was really impressive to me.
I think it was when we met the team, the communication between all departments was flawless.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, and everybody knew their role. So I think everybody, you know, at any time during the day, everyone knew how to handle what was coming their way and how to handle it.
Exactly.
And if they didn't know, they would figure it out the proper way.
Yeah.
So I was impressed by that. Yeah, and as you mentioned, you know, with so many folks coming through as visitors, they had EMT
Right.
on site. So if there's anything that, you know, would happen, they're ready to handle it and take care of it.
Yeah.
And I think it was great. I was really impressed with the game section
Yeah.
and the rides, how they oversee that with that department, their operations team. Knew everything about every ride, you know, new rules, processes, wind. It was really, I learned a lot about how to handle that piece of the business and what that takes.
No, it was amazing. I agree. I mean, I don't know, it's really hard. Well, first of all, what I love about always like touring other properties is like, we're not alone, right? Like, it's like, it always kind of validates, you know, issues that come up. And that's like with any business, right? Like if you're in banking or if you're wherever, it's always nice to talk to like other colleagues and see, you know, you're not crazy. Like everyone's kind of dealing with the same issues, the same, you know, things arise, the same, not the same, but the same, right? Like
Just no matter how many, what level.
exactly.
You know,
Yes, exactly.
that's
Or we're all dealing with ordinances, weather, you know, because in my mind, for example, like when we walked up and it was raining there, I don't know why in my mind I'm like, oh, it must be nice to live in Texas. It's always nice, but not the case either for them, right? So I don't know. So that was kind of nice for me. And then just like seeing behind the scenes is just so cool. Like, you know, seeing just dumb things of like where they store their stuff. And I'm like, gosh, I don't know. It just makes it so much more real for me. Like, it's not so glitz and glam and just like a fun place. It's actually like
the business.
staple.
Yeah.
A
Yes.
staple in the community.
Yeah.
And people rely on it for so many things other than fun, but their jobs and things like that. So I love it so much. Tim, if anyone's listening from Traders Village, I'm coming back. So Houston, we're coming for you because we've been to San Antonio and that was an amazing operation in itself as well.
Amazing.
It's just very, very cool. Very cool to see what other people are doing, and we love everyone in our industry. So love that.
Definitely.
All right. So let's talk about the next leg of the trip.
Yes, we yeah, we transitioned from Dallas to Orlando, flew in, got our car, and headed to the hotel. And next morning, bright and early, we popped over to about 45, 50 minutes west to Webster, Florida, which is one of our fantastic markets. We love it a lot.
Yeah. And you can quote Justin on West. I don't know my directions. I'm always like, it's 45 minutes outside.
Outside the airport.
Yeah. Okay. I'm like, and then it's like an hour from Tampa and stuff like that, Yikes. Okay, so it's west.
You could just say Central Florida.
There we go.
It's a safe Central Florida.
I know, but I should know. Like, I'm supposed to be like the expert here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So remember,
directions. We'll do that after
45, 50 minutes. You could give yourself a 5-minute window.
Oh gosh. Okay. So we went to Webster. Webster is now open on Sundays, and that was kind of the main thing. We wanted to go see what the Sunday was like and support that as well. All right. So what are our thoughts there?
Super excited with how it's come along. I think about 2 months ago, maybe we started on Sundays.
January, I think.
For January,
a few
2 or 3 months, and obviously everything's takes some time. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah.
But we felt that we're open Mondays year round, and we felt giving our vendors and customer shoppers another day to come and explore Webster and have some fun, and we gave it a run. And I think we tried it about 4 or 5 years ago. We made some tweaks, and we're going to give it another go at it year round, and we're super excited about it. Yeah.
I think to say off of that, it's, with that being said, as like operators on this side of the room, right? Because we see a lot of, customers saying like, oh, like, there weren't a lot of people on set. Like, if you have a reputation of being, for even here, right? Like, every time I go to Ashland on a Thursday, obviously it's open Saturday and Sunday, but on the inside it's closed on Thursdays. And so you'll have a lot of people kind of getting upset about that, right? Because it has the reputation of being open inside and outside on the weekends. And so it's hard to kind of break stigmas that people have. And especially when, we're opening on a new date, like, I would just encourage customers to have a little grace. Like, we're still kind of figuring it out. Vendors are figuring out if it's the right move for them, if it's worth it for them to work, they're transitioning. And so, maybe some Sundays they can't and some Sundays they can. And so, as you said, it wasn't built in a day. So we're not going to have the usual crowd that we have on Mondays, but it's also not to belittle what it could be.
What it will be.
Yes.
To touch on that, I think, we're promoting it as much as we can on all channels. And vendors, like you said, vendors, I think, have to figure out, if they've been a staple on every Monday, what does that look like if they're going to add a Sunday to it?
Right.
Are they going to go to Sunday and not Monday?
Right.
So I think they have to figure out, like, staff, inventory, how they're going to conduct their business. And then, because we've heard that a lot of vendors are very excited.
Yeah.
And they've done very well, the ones that have committed to Sundays now.
Exactly.
And so, I think, we've done some nice promotional events for the vendors and visitors with some, hot dogs and some free hot dogs along the way, and
some lunch
specials. So I think, we're going to continue doing it, and we're going to make it work.
Definitely.
And spread the word of being open on Sundays. I mean, we're more of I think a destination, being where we're located.
Right.
We're not by the coast. We're not a beach town.
Right.
Right. And so we're kind of in between Tampa and Orlando, which is fantastic because the traffic, people do cut across through Webster. So we're hoping to capitalize on that with, people who are traveling, or even from Orlando, they can pop over if they don't want to do Disney for a day.
Right.
Or they want to experience a fun flea market and antique market. So.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. And the other thing too is, you mentioned there's a lot of like changes going on. And with that, I think there's a lot of markets that, unfortunately are closing. And so we also thought it would be a good idea to give those folks a home. Right?
100%. Great point.
Yeah. So
Great point.
if you're listening to this from there, come on down to Webster Swap-O-Rama. There's definitely, space for you. So I would say that. And then, the other thing that kind of like stinks for us that we're always associated with is the market next door. And because they're closed, right, on Sundays, everyone just assumes that we're closed on our side, just driving by, let's say. But from the road, you really can't see the vendors that are inside the buildings. And so I would definitely encourage you, if you did make the trip, like actually pull in and
see what's
there's
going
vendors
on.
In there. You know?
Yeah, we have covered and big field, which is outdoors. So
right.
There are some vendors undercover.
Exactly.
Good point.
So
yeah, I mean, to touch on next door market, it's actually a really nice market.
It is a really nice
and it's great to have Monday. We have a great relationship with them.
For sure.
So yeah, we're definitely, it's a different, people aren't always going to see the same as a Monday, but
definitely,
hopefully after a year we'll grow and
we'll get it.
We'll get it.
Yeah.
So it's,
I think so too. So, all right. What else do you want to say about Webster?
I think it's, got a really fun vibe. I think it's a very relaxing atmosphere. Mm-hmm. I think the vendors, we were able to walk around on Sunday, as we mentioned, we got there, and the vendors were really friendly, very happy. They were doing well. They were talking to us and giving us, good feedback and ideas. And, I think we learned a lot. I mean, I definitely learned a lot from just chatting with them and something fantastic came about it with talking to two vendors that sell baseball cards, and one had newer cards and one had vintage cards.
Right.
And we talked to them for about a half hour, and one thing led to another, and we talked about doing a card show, and now we're hosting our first card show in May.
I know, yeah.
So that's I love cards. So
well, yeah, it's like sports memorabilia in general.
It's way more than cards. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
anything
sports related.
Comics, sports memorabilia and stuff.
Funkos, I think. Pokemon cards, I think they said. Yeah, so they're welcoming kind of like that whole community, which is something we've always loved. And like you said, just having some of those conversations were really awesome, I thought too.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that kind of stinks about us being here and then having a market in Florida is that we're not there often enough. And so it is nice for them to like kind of connect with us and, meet us. And, it's hard when you think about anybody, right? When you don't really know your boss or not that we're their bosses, but like, they don't know who's kind of running the show behind the scenes. And it's nice to put like faces and like that we're actually human and we actually care about them, so it's nice to kind of pop in there and like make those connections. And we have those pretty regularly here, right? Like I'm always mixing and mingling with everyone, but it feels different when you're doing it in Florida too. Cause it's like, the uncle that you haven't seen in a while. I mean,
a couple times a year we go down there. Yeah. It's nice, definitely nice to see the staff and even vendors remember us. But yeah, you just got to use your time wisely when we're down there.
Right.
Just try to meet as many people, get ideas, and listen to the vendors because they're more than happy to talk to you and share their opinions. And
exactly.
And if we can do a couple things that we hear from them, throughout the year, it could be big changes for a market, knowing that they've been heard,
Mm-hmm. I know. Yeah, it's just all very exciting. And we look forward to it. I think Sundays will get there, like you said. It will.
I definitely think we just have to
manifesting it.
Yeah, we're definitely providing, very fair pricing for vendors to set up,
pick it up, and
to give it a try, and for customers to come. So I think we're doing our part to help it grow. And we're also trying to do I think we're going to explore doing some more stuff for the summertime with whether, more entertainment and maybe some water slides or rides for the children.
That'll be fun.
We have to, we have to do some new stuff to get the new customers to come in and hear about us.
Florida's hot, man. Florida's hot and sticky, and we got to figure out a way to make it not so terrible.
Yes.
Make it a little bit more bearable. At least for me, too. I get hot there.
I don't mind it.
I know you don't.
No, it's
how you doing?
hotter the better.
Ugh, God. I'm like...
Hey, nothing a cold beer can't...
I know. I mean, listen, like, I love baking in the sun. Like, if I better be getting a tan if I'm out there, But if that's not the case, whew,
you're out.
I'm out. Or a pool needs to be nearby. So, water is great. What are some of the things that you found there when you were shopping, Justin?
Oh, really? I mean...
Justin cannot be left alone, guys. Like, just a little heads up, especially in Webster, because he has a knack for the knickknacks.
There are so many amazing things there. Collectibles. I mean, I bought some Wheatie boxes with Michael Jordan on it from the 80s. Come on, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Some of that. I got some Star Wars memorabilia. Which was just so cool. The lovely vendor did not.
Okay, I have to tell you guys this. So there was a Star Wars toy that this vendor had on display, and Justin goes, "Oh, how much for that?" And she said, "It's
not
mine.
for sale.
It's not for sale.
It's just for show."
And Justin just kept playing with it and insisted that he get this toy.
Well, I didn't push for. I was just saying I was just, literally wanted this. I was just letting her know her merchandise was great. I mean, it was wonderful stuff, and she was nice.
You bullied her into letting you have it.
She was nice because she had another one in the box.
Oh my goodness gracious! So, yeah, well, that was her display,
and I gave her some extra money on top of her price. Okay. This was a very nice deal.
Baby Yoda.
A baby Yoda that moved that mood. Anyway, really cool stuff there with her collection. As we mentioned, the baseball cards.
I mean, look, dude, I get it because I'm a sucker for all the stuff here at the you cannot pull me away from the makeup stands at Ashland. So, I mean, I get it.
I know that's why my wife always says, don't bring cash with you because you bring way too much stuff home.
Way too many things.
And with her, they will never stop. I will always bring cash with me, and I'm always coming home with something.
Literally.
So, I mean, especially at Webster, that they have a lot of cool, fun, different things. Yeah. I think the vendors are fantastic with the quality, just the variety. And that was on Sunday too.
Yeah.
So our first time seeing the Sunday market with the stuff that was being sold.
Literally.
And it was really cool stuff.
It was.
So obviously we have an antique and collectible market on Monday, which is heavy, but that is changing too, shifting to some of the other fun items.
Yeah.
And now Sunday is complementing that. So I like what I'm seeing here with what's going on.
Okay. I don't blame you. I mean,
yeah. What'd you see? Did you I bought my shirt too. My fun, beach shirt.
You bought a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, I bought a Hawaiian
That's
shirt,
right,
which is vintage, really cool. I'm super excited about that for the next time I try.
Hey, you really got in there, Justin. Yeah, you really got in there.
What was your favorite?
Okay, look, okay, we all know, well, the people here know that I'm a very modern girly. So, was a lot of that my style? Not really. Webster has a lot of antiques if you're listening, and they have a lot of very one of a kind things that you maybe saw in the 70s at your grandma's house, very cool pieces. I'm not discrediting any of it. I think it's very, very awesome. Is it my jam? Not really, but
sure.
I like observing it. It was very cool. There was so many collections, from coin collections to precious moment collections to, oh my gosh, this guy had this insane Indian collection of memorabilia of like Native Americans, you know, like stuff like that. What else was there? All the cards, clothing,
Cookie jars.
those cookie jars. What?
Hundreds of really cool cookie jars for like dog treats or for just anything.
Just any cookie jars. And we're talking like the 70s ones with like a Snow White figurine, and like you pull the top off and it was like, you know,
really good quality too. Like amazing.
Yeah, they were definitely collectible
items. Yeah.
And the other thing too that I saw a lot of is like Coca-Cola. A lot of like Coca-Cola bottles, Pepsi bottles from like the 60s, 70s, like, and then like memorabilia to go along with it, but like the actual bottles, like full or not full or.
Oh yeah, it's
crazy.
It's a lot of collectors out there for Coca-Cola. Yeah, that was a cool stand.
Yeah. And then there's also just, you know, and then you have like basics. There's like, you know, really nice like Tupperware lady. There was a lady that has baked goods there.
Blown glass for
lots of glassware. That was another thing.
Yard art.
Yeah,
that was really well done.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, I love seeing all that stuff. You know, there was a vendor too that had like some really cool artwork. All the signs are really cool, like
Super
old street
cool.
signs, and I don't have the space in my little apartment for like a big sign that says, you know, Hilton this way, but they're very cool. That's what I mean. Like, I would never utilize that, but I mean, if you have the space and you have like an eclectic style, you can find some really cool, bold pieces there.
For sure.
So yeah, I always love going. I really do like learn new things. I see, so much stuff that I love.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah. Big
it's a
time.
good time. Everyone's very vibrant. Everyone's very chatty. I feel like very strong-willed down there too.
It's a very relaxing place.
It is.
That's my word. Relaxing.
Really?
Yeah, it is. I mean, you just enjoy it. It's very tranquil and.
Oh my gosh, I think it's like very opposite.
Oh, but the vibe's good.
Yeah.
But like, there's no drama, is what I'm saying. It's so
kind of would.
Yeah, everyone just enjoys being there, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think everyone just loves to like window shop even. You know what I mean? I mean, the people that hunt there are hunting. They know what they're. Oh, a lot of jewelry. We forgot to even mention that. Lots of like old costume jewelry, really good. Like seeing the steel jewelry, like the turquoise, all that stuff. I'm like always amazed by all that. Anyway,
yeah.
Let's start with final thoughts on Traders Village.
Just as I mentioned prior, amazing experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's got everything under the roof, and everyone should try it at least once. And I can't wait to go back, hear a good band, do some rides,
seriously,
and just enjoy their food
and have a beer
and have a really cold beer. I think it's just amazing place.
Same. I would piggyback off that and say, Houston, we're coming for you. But yeah, what an amazing experience. I definitely learned a lot about, you know, it, and you know too, like when you go to like a conference and you get like re-inspired and re-motivated, like I'm definitely feeling that, you know, when you come from an experience like that and you're just like, wow, like I want better things for my place too, you know?
Oh yeah.
So feeling very high off of that too. Great energy, great staff. We love you guys. So thanks for having us. And then final thoughts on Webster.
Can't wait for Sundays to turn into 500 plus vendors. And, you know, I hope a lot of the vendors out there give us an opportunity to, you know, show you that we're committed to it and we're willing to do whatever it takes to build this baby up.
Yeah.
And for the folks that come on Monday already, thank you. And and we're going to keep working on growing that as well. And yeah, just excited for the future.
Yeah. Webster, I would say you are one of our children. So you are not the stepchild.
No.
And so yeah, we're willing to pour our heart and soul into this project of, you know, building the Sunday up. And I thought Sunday was great, even that it was smaller. Like I personally liked it. Like you said, like we got to actually see everyone. We got to actually spend time with everyone. We actually got to like shop every booth. So that was really exciting. Actually, I didn't even hit some of the ones in the big field. So.
Did not get everywhere because we Yeah.
So I prefer it smaller personally, but I love it. There's good food. There's good energy. Everyone's really fun. You will find a great deal. People are willing to make a deal with you. So I would say that. Don't forget the Mondays. We're open, so we're open Sunday and Monday. Summer's coming up. If you need to park your RV, let us know. We'll help you out. And yeah, I'm really excited to go back.
Me too.
So I will say, guys, I am a black cat with weather, though. I feel like I bring...
I didn't want to say that.
I need to, get it out, and then maybe it'll, go away. You know what I'm saying?
I mean...
Every freaking time I go somewhere. It was Hurricane Milton last time, and then this time we got rained out one of the days, so we didn't even get to go on Monday.
And it rained in Dallas.
And it rained in freaking Dallas.
I
thought maybe somebody would pick up on that.
So maybe what I'll do is I will go and I'll Zoom you in.
No.
And you'll just...
It's not the same. Zooms are over, okay?
Okay.
Zooms are over.
We'll FaceTime, so that way you stay somewhere else with that. Bad weather. Okay,
this little big guy here. Are you kidding me? I'm coming. Okay,
you are definitely coming.
God, maybe I just need to go in the summer where I just sweat my entire life away.
Where it doesn't rain for 300 days straight.
Yeah, no crap. Oh my gosh. Well, anyways, thank you so much, Justin, for joining this episode. Really appreciate traveling with you too, and you're just a stand-up little fella.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
it's always great, and look forward to the next time.
Yeah, stay tuned, everybody, for the next adventures of Justina. We'll be back soon to a city near you. No, but thank you so much for listening to another episode. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the things. Check us out on social media. And of course, make sure to check out all the markets every single weekend and during the week. Info on our website. And we'll see you here next Thursday. Bye.